Hi everybody in YouTube world. It's June, your tarot queen, your mouth of the south. Um, Today I really wanted to talk a little about Hello Spirit. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I touched on yesterday, which was positivity and trying to work smarter instead of harder. So I know that a lot of people can really, help themselves through meditation. I I have the hardest time meditating. I am not even playing. I have the hardest time. Like there was a meditation I was listening to that Eleanor had sent me, and it just nope, my mind went elsewhere. So I really have a hard time meditating. So the way I like to, I do use vision boards, and I'm with another person that Eleanor had sent me to listen to. I can't remember his name. That's bad. But anyway, he was talking about vision boards, and I do use vision boards, and I suggest that people, do a vision board maybe in your room, that when you wake up, it's kind of the first thing you see, and kind of concentrate on, how I can get to this goal. What do I need to do today to get to this goal? And also reward yourself. Like if you're wanting a new Jeep and you've saved enough to get a headlight, acknowledge that. Hey, I at least got my headlight. I'm doing good. It's like I say, I got the spring, but for Kevin's bed, yay, I got a spring, So I acknowledge your accomplishments, however small you may feel like they are. They're still accomplishments. So acknowledge that, and try with your vision board. Just a couple of pictures. If you're wanting to be slimmer, maybe take a picture of when you were slimmer. And if you've never been slimmer and never really felt good, take a picture of what your ideal of a perfect, healthy looking individual is, and strive to reach for that goal. Not necessarily to be that person, but to feel as healthy as they appear to you as they are. So anyways, and then you just, you talk, I say you talk to yourself all the time, every chance you get, every chance you think about it. Like when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm thinking to myself, I see Kevin and I walking along, holding hands and picking up sticks and having lovely burn barrels or burn fires, and, just enjoying each other's company, and him walking, him talking, him being his wonderful, awesome self. And I visualize him taking over the bills, because it's like, but I can do this. I can do this. And if I can do it, you can do it. I believe, and you have to believe. You cannot doubt yourself. Don't. When you feel a doubt coming on, push it away. I don't doubt myself. I've got this. Hide and watch me. I've got it. So I did want to touch on that a little bit, but I also want to tell you guys, I plan on doing a live on Saturday, the 21st. And then don't forget, Sunday is our Sunday horoscope day. And I may even do a special day for self-talk, where all we do is talk about, what you can say to yourself to improve yourself, to be a better, positive, caring individual. So those are for my lives. Now the live will be Saturday, June 21st, 2005 on Saturday at about 3:30ish is usually when I get to start those, because I'm usually by myself on Saturdays. So anyway, I'm super excited about that. I'm also going to be going to a luncheon with on the 28th for that's a Saturday as well, for the Democratic Party, and we'll see if I can't run for an office or something. We'll see. I don't know if I want to or not, but you never know. Marjorie Taylor Greene can do it. I think I can. Well, I know I can, if she can. I hope everybody has their Sunkist up and ready. And guys, please, if you like my content, please hit like and subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that little bell if you want to know when I'm coming on live. And also, as soon as we reach 2,500, somebody's going to get this beautiful quilt that I still have. She's still here. And maybe little Lily, my assistant kitty, will pick the name. And that'd be fun. So anyways, I want to do a reading today on how people are feeling about how they protested. Did they feel comfortable with that? Do they feel like they're being heard? You know, what is the general outcome for the people? Are they seeing things change a little bit, or are they just, you know, getting out there and just protesting for nothing? You know, what is their feelings on that? So there's a lot of energy in here today. I'm seeing it everywhere, which is interesting. But so anyway, we're gonna just do a little universal reading and see what the general consensus are on the general public about protesting. So, universe, what do you want to tell us how everybody is feeling about that? Do they feel like they need to do more? What do they feel? Okay, good on. And this deck is the Arcanum. It is a very pretty deck. It's probably going to get a little glare on it. It's a thick deck, and they're really kind of hard to shuffle, but I do the best I can. I don't use them a whole lot. I got them from a friend who bought them for me for my birthday a couple years back. Anyway, I think that's it. All right. Anyway, I love tarot decks. So I collect a bunch of them, and I'm not sure if that's dust or spirit flying around. Anyway, so I collect tarot decks. I love them. I love to critique them, their thickness, their feel. And like I say, I'm the tarot queen. I can read anything. Kind of like Jim Morrison. Anyway, he was a lizard king. He can do anything. Anyway, so the first one, it talks about not taking action. So I feel like the consensus of the world was, I can't not take action. I have to stand up and be spoken. And there's more to happen in numbers than there are just one person. So their way of thinking was, how can I not stand up and be counted? How can I not? So that's pretty cool. 9 of Pentacles, and it to these people that were out there protesting And I want to say a lot of them that were out there protesting, it wasn't necessarily about money. It's about humanity. It's about human rights. It's about, we are American. We are supposed to be free. We are supposed to be a democracy. We are supposed to be able to pursue our dreams and our hopes. And we shouldn't be penalized because we're working towards that. Some people were born with it. The majority of us were not. And that's what this is talking about. It wasn't necessarily about the money. It's about human rights and humanity and democracy, of course. Because who wants a king? We fought one of those. In 1776, I do believe we won. So, also, a lot of upside down ones. A lot of people feel like, they're missing a point, or they want to get a bunch of points off at one time. And sometimes it's better just to concentrate on one thing. Like it was first hands off, and then now in LA and areas around there, it was more about the ICE agents, arresting people without due process. And they've made a lot of mistakes in that, for real. And so a lot of that was about that. And then here it was no kings. And I feel like when we focus on one point and don't throw in a bunch of other stuff, that our views get heard a little bit more than what they would if we're throwing everything in there at one time and just having multiple protests, So anyways, then we have the three of wands, which is about, normally people like this stuff, they be like, your ship's in, man, time to unload it. But sometimes we just got to be patient. We got to keep going, keep trying, keep doing, just keep doing, not even trying. You got to just keep doing. You got to get up, realize what you're going to do that day to reach your goal, whether it's protesting or just doing your vision board. So I feel like that a lot of us protesters out there, we don't have a lot of patience. And I know I don't have a lot of time. So time is not my friend. But anyway, I make the best of my time. So it's time for us to be a little bit patient, not only with the Democratic Party or leaders who are not stepping up, but with ourselves. Be a little patient, try a little harder, do a little harder, not try a little harder. Don't try, do a little harder. Do a little bit more than you did yesterday. Try to walk a few steps further, or see what new protests is going to come up in the next week and make plans to be there. I'm not one of those planners either. I'm like, plans are made to be broken. So we got the King of Swords, and I do believe, as far as the protesters go, that they feel pretty confident that they got their point across. And this is also a Libra type of card. So with that, I do believe that we feel like we got our point across. Just one point, but we got it across. We were loud and proud, and we should be. So everybody deserves a pat on the back for that protest, for real. Every single person, single child. And I seen a few children out there protesting with their little signs. They were so cute. And I just, I really feel like we feel good about it. We do. We feel good about it. And we get to. It's ours. We get to feel good. So good. I'm glad that the majority of us feel like we got a point across. So that's good. And then, it talks about our emotions. There are both female, male out there in force. I mean, everywhere. and people were dancing, and it reminded me of Woodstock in some places. Crowd was going, yeah. So, I mean, it was really good, and it felt good. It felt good to be with like-minded people and to realize every day that we do things we feel good about. So it says, keep on keeping on taking action where that emotion is concerned. Because you know what? Everybody deserves humanity. Everyone. Everybody deserves humanity. So keep feeling good about you, good about what you're doing in your heart. And then, even though we, might not have enough right now to take a vacation, you don't have to spend a lot to take a vacation. You really don't. You can, just turn off your phone, unplug for a little bit, turn off the TV, maybe listen to music, or just sit in your garden and read, or just watch the birds. I don't know, or walk to a national park and enjoy the weather, whether it's raining, dance in the rain. It's wonderful. You don't have to spend a lot of money to go somewhere. And I know we all that we're protesting just want this madness to go away. And the only way we can make this madness go away is by doing what we're doing. So we have to keep up the good work. We all need a break every now and again, get like writer's block or something. You're like, what do I do today? I don't have any ideas. Well, maybe that's the day you sit down and just read a book. So when was the last time you just sat down and read somebody else's art, or studied for something, learned something new? So remember, be proud of yourself. I guess the message for everybody out there that protested was, be proud of yourself. Realize that we did get a point across. Realize that by doing, we are creating our reality the way we want to see it as a collective group. And all of those people like chanting the same thing and doing the same thing are putting a lot of positive energy that the United States, at least, will be better. It is going to be better by us doing. So, with that being said, you guys, I hope everybody is wonderful. Please hit like and subscribe. It means a lot to me, and it helps me more than you know. It helps me. So please, please hit like and subscribe, and stay mystical.